means that when I walk into the room, I feel like I'm the baddest, the smartest, the best in that room. I'm confident. Arrogance means I'm going to treat people in that room less than me. I'm going to overly be flashy and overly conceited. That's arrogance, right? I'm arrogant and I put my ego in the way and I'm just better than everybody. No, I want to tell myself I'm better than everybody and carry my shoulders up high and be confident and not fanboy. And the best revenge is success. It's not revenge. I heard some say, nope, it's revenge. Nope, it's success. So go be successful. I remember not once, twice, 3 different times where I was in business and I had a new company or something happen and all my peers and they're all talking shit. Good luck with solar. Good luck with that. And then all the could just, yay, I want to do what you do. And they followed the dream, right? That's so rewarding. And I didn't have to say anything to them. I just busted my ass. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm grinding and building new companies right now. I'm so sick of people about what they don't have. Don't about what you don't have. Be excited about what you got. Then go get what you don't have. Complaining and running your mouth isn't going to get you what you don't have. It's just going to make you look like an idiot. You're just making excuses. Too many times I hear people always make excuses. $2,500 an hour to hire me to coach you, or $8,000 a month. I'm expensive. Like, I don't budge. Like, that's my price. Why? Because I get you from A to C, from C to H, from H to M, from M to P, from P to Z. Like, there are steps you have to take to build a big business. There are steps you have to take it to the next level in life. There are things that you have to do. And I built not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 companies worth over $10 million, one worth $1 billion. And I built them all from scratch. You can be Superman for only so long, and then you become the Avengers. You better get you a team that all has special powers that they can do to elevate your business. Like, I've been there, done that. 500 million in sales in 1 year. Been there, done that. $1 billion valuation. Been there, done that. Reverse merger. Been there, done that. Trying to go public. Been there, done that. Mergers and acquisitions. Been there, done that. Raised capital, private equity. Been there, done that. So I get it. I'm a big believer of taking what people do and reapplying it and then making it yours. You don't have, we have cell phones. Do I need to go out and make a new cell phone? No, I use the cell phone and I use it to my advantage, right? You don't have to recreate every single wheel. You do have to be creative. You do have to have a vision. You can't be a complete copycat. You can't just follow. Like, I feel like I'm the OG in solar. Some people would argue that, but I'd be like, look, tell me someone who just went solar first before me. Nobody. Tell somebody who said own your power first before me. Nobody. Tell me somebody who was on the TV commercials being, the pioneer and revolutionizing home, solar energy at home. Nobody. It was me. Like, I'm not tooting my own. Those are facts. So you got to be creative, but I'm not the first son of a to sell solar. I'm not the first son of a to go into the solar business. Whatever you have in your life, it's all relevant. Wherever you are in your life, it's all relevant. You be grateful for that, and then you try to step up and level up to the next spot to where you're hungry to succeed and be successful. That's how this works. You can't just stay in a hole. You can't just think that things are just going to fall out of the sky in your lap. They're not going to. They just won't. That's just not how this works. It's not how life works. You got to go out and get it. The journey, the way to get there makes you better. If you've got fast, instant success, good for you. But let me tell you something. It's not going to last in most cases. You got no foundation. You have no skill sets. You only get better when things are tough and when you're having to learn to adapt to things, or you educate yourself, or you get a mentor and you want to learn. Those are the things that make a difference in your life. Not when you're complaining and you're finding ways to not, to not succeed, and you're holding yourself back and you're in your own way. That happens all the time. People get insecure and they control themselves and they box themselves in all the time. So I'm a big believer. First, you got to think positive. Secondly, you got to be grateful for what you got. Like, I'm grateful for my wife, my kids. That's my life. I'm grateful for my home that's paid off, my cars, my friends, the businesses I'm building. I'm grateful for those things. But you've got to see, what are you grateful for, and appreciate that. Don't neglect that. Don't be resentful that you don't have something. Go out and get it. Go out and get it. When I look at some of these sticks out there that got all this I'm like, that got what? Good for him. Hell yeah. That's the American dream. Let's go. I've got more to go get. That's how I look at it. But how do you look at it? Do you sit and complain and waste all your energy, or do you push yourself? I look at it as like, well, if that can get it, I clearly can get it. That's how I look at things. That's how you have to look at things. The difference between success and failure is so small. It's the little things you do. It's the mindset. It's the effort you put in. It's the way that you handle problems. It's the way you react to problems. It's the way that you learn from failures. It's the wisdom that you take. It's how you put your ego to the side. That's the difference between failing and being successful. It's these small little things. I'm competing with my best version yesterday. I'm competing with myself every hour. I got to be better this hour than last hour. I got to be better today than I was yesterday. I got to be better this month than I was last month. That is about confidence. Arrogance is like, oh, that guy. I'm better than that guy and that guy. Like you're wasting all your energy worried about where the they are on the scale. Where they are on the scale. Worry about where you are on the scale. Challenge yourself to be better on the scale. Challenge yourself and look where you were yesterday and where you are today. That's the biggest key. Like, if there's anything you can learn from the that I'm saying today, it's you are competing with yourself today to yesterday's version. You're not competing with everybody else on social media. You're not competing. And people are like, I like to win. Like, I like to win and I want to be the best company, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I love to win. I love to win. Let me phrase this. I hate losing more than I love winning. And that's a problem. Right? Because I hate to lose. And I hate that more than I love winning. And it should be the other way around. You should love winning more than you hate losing. And that's the competitive nature we have in us. And that's something I train myself because when I lose, I'm like, and I just, but it makes me want to win more. And I use it as motivation and fuel. And look, that's me learning and adapting and keeping it real. But you got to love winning more, right? Winning has got to be. And what is winning? Winning is beating yourself today, beating yesterday's you. That's winning. Doing a little more today than you did yesterday. That's winning. AGB, always getting better. 1% more today than yesterday is winning. That's the key here. You've got to decide what you're going to do and quit finding excuses to not succeed. Don't play to not lose. Play to win. You got to play to win. All of that experience and that wisdom that you gained, that you have from your struggles, you apply that to your new opportunities and things just get better.
You know, it's cliche, but they say that you have to hit rock bottom. And I don't know if everyone has to. I think anyone at any time, at any moment can change their life for the better right now, like that. But for me, what happened was I hit rock bottom. I was a drug dealer. The life was fun for a long time, and I had plenty of money and plenty of resources, and then things just consistently got worse. I started getting in trouble. I started going to jail. I started burning relationships. The addiction started to catch up with me. What it ended up as was the last few years of my addiction. It was just pathetic and lonely, and I was homeless. I was on the streets. There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of, just every day was filled with drama. But the pivotal moment that I often tell in my story is the last day that I got high. It was December 6th of 2006, and in a moment of desperation, I robbed a guy for $82 with a butcher knife from the kitchen. And that was the moment. I was hiding in that closet, and I shot up 4 bags of heroin. And I sat in that closet in the trap house in the hood all night long, thinking that the police were going to kick the door in and find me. They didn't. And I was just like, this is it. Like, if I don't change, like, right now, I'm dead.
I'd love to hear stories like that. I think people like that understand the real come up, like they've seen the worst of the worst and they start to see the best. When you start to give back to those people, when you created those facilities, what was that feeling you were getting? Because yes, it's business, but that's just a part of it. It's the fulfillment and feeling you're getting from the other part. Talk about that.
That's honestly what happened before I did that. Was I got into recovery and I started this process of personal development through 12-step recovery at first, and it's been more since then. And I started to change from the inside out, and I started to have this passionate recovery experience, and I started volunteering my time going into these like state-funded, run-down treatment facilities, and going in and just hanging out with the guys and teaching them recovery and sponsoring them and just kicking it with them. And the high that I got off of helping other people and like pouring into someone else and seeing the result of of my efforts in them, it triggered something in me, and I was like, I need to do this for the rest of my life.
First of all, the feeling fulfillment, right? People always say, dude, what do you define as success? And I tell people, success is happiness or fulfillment, right? I don't care if you work at Walmart and you push a broom all day. If you're happy, I know people that are happy as hell that make $25,000 to $55,000 a year. I'm friends with people who make billions a year that are unhappy as hell. So that doesn't bring happiness. It's just a vehicle of hey, you know what? It's nice that I have it. Surely makes things easier, and you're able to give back more. You got to make enough money to give back more. That's another key that people seem to forget. It's not just, but that fulfilling part of helping that grandma that's raising her grandchild and the mother's not around, or that fulfilling part of helping these, the 50 people in there in the rehab center that you're going to talk to get through the 12 steps. Or coaching, which I've just recently got into, which is so fulfilling to me. Like, oh my gosh.
I love it.
People don't know. People don't understand that is better than any kind of money you can make. You talked about losing focus. I'm always one that owns my own shit. In fact, my book was called Own Your Power, but in there I talk about, look, you got to own your own shit. Everybody up. There were times when I started making money I've never made before, coming from the trailer park, never had any nice clothes or shoes, anything. I bought the Lambos, I bought the Ferraris, I bought the Rolls Royce, I bought the $8 million house. I did all the right? But I lost focus. I lost focus of things being fulfilled. I felt like when I got the Aventador, there were no midgets and circus coming by to celebrate. When I got the $8 million house, there were no special fireworks or rolled out red carpet. Like it was all great, but when you get it, you lose, in my opinion, I lost focus of what am I chasing next? Like I've got all these things. What else am I going to chase? And that's why rich people are more depressed than non-rich people, because they have nothing to chase. And what you did and what I finally started to see is you kept doing things that were fulfilling.
In March of 2021, I look around the world and I said, we're at the top. This is a bubble. I see people are making millions of dollars in crypto. People are making big money trading pictures of monkeys. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like the second we're selling hundreds of thousands of dollars for a picture on your phone of a monkey, that like some got to change. And mind you, I started my business in 2008 at the beginning of the recession. So I'm old enough where a lot of people in today's world are not, that they don't remember what a recession even looks or feels like, or that it's even possible.
People like you, people like me, people out there that when you get to the top or you get to where it's like, where's the road now? You need to have things to keep you busy and fulfilled, helping people, coaching, starting over. That wisdom you have, you're going to be able to help more people and build centers 2-3 times faster than you did the first time, because you have the blueprint. That's the secret to success. That's what you get to coach. That's what I coach. Like when you have the blueprint, I built $1 billion business in 8 years. We did $600 million in revenue in 2021. I can build 5 $200 million companies in 3 years because I have the blueprint. That's what's key. I think that people need to understand is you didn't get to the top and just walk away. You got to the top and said, let me give back and let me do this again. I just think that's amazing.
You build your first house and you got the blueprint and you're reading the book on how to do foundations and framing and hang windows and doors and siding and roofing. And everything that you do is a little off. The first foundation you ever pour, it's like this, and the frame, you're going to make up for it. And then you just kind of, by the time you get through the first house, it's built, it works. You're not going to tear it down to fix it. But that was my first business. There was so many things in my business that I was putting the roof on it, and I was looking at it going, damn, if I knew what I knew today, I would have done that differently. I'm not going to rip the frame down to fix it, but I would have done it differently. And so now it's like I'm building my second or third or fourth house, and it's like, no, I know I'm cutting with precision. I know exactly how we do this. Yeah. This is what we do.
We allow what people's status is to really determine how we're going to act. I mean, think about it. You pull into a parking lot with whatever car you have, and if there's many more nicer cars than yours, in most cases, you're like, oh, it's kind of an embarrassing car. Or if your car is definitely the nicest and you're like, holy shit, I got the nicest car in the parking lot and you got a lot of swagger. It really and it's sad, but that's the life we live in. You know, people are chasing likes more than they are love, more than they are money. It's like me, like me, like me, like me, which is crazy, but it's the world we live in. Almost always you want to be the buffalo. There are times you need to be the storm. What's that mean, Jayson? Great question. That means when you're the storm, everything is up for grabs, meaning no more time for bullshit. All in, let's go. You control the entire landscape. Being a buffalo means you have your map, you're ready to rock and roll. Oh, here's the storm. You run through it and hit it head on. When you're the storm, you're making the happen. You're the one that controls all of it. And it's hard to do and you can't do it every time. But there are times you got to be the storm. How to grow, how to hire, how to build culture. You know, there's 3 reasons why people take a job. 1, they take the job because they see career opportunity. They see the advancement. They see the staircase of growth. They're like, oh, I could do that. And you got to have real life examples. You got to showcase those employees that have started with you and grown up so you can say, hey, look, this can be you. That's 1. 2, money. Obviously, people want to chase some money. I get that. 3 is culture. You've got to learn how to do all 3 for your company. We're spending over $10 million a month on all digital ad spend to get customers. That's right, $10 million a month, $120 million a year. Do the math on that. You ain't met a that spends money like that to grow their business. So I want to take my knowledge and my experience and everything that I've got, my wins and my losses. People never want to talk about their losses. They want to beat their chest. I'm the champ. You a chump. Real men, real strength deal with their losses and hit them head on. Real can talk about it. They don't get all bowed up and like they're badasses on the phone and run their mouth on internet. No. And they think that they're God's greatest gift. I mean, they're all the same. Oh, I get the cars and I'm this guy and I'm yeah, look at me. I've never had money before. I went through that stage, dude. Trust me. Douchebag stage is what I call it. You need to learn to be real with people. They need to understand that not only are you relevant, but that you're relatable. They're like, that could be me. Like, how can I be better? Well, first of all, you got to do a gut check in the mirror and say, how can I be better? You got to first own your problems. Okay. And 2, you got to talk about your losses with yourself, because if you just lose and you suppress it, you're not learning anything from it. You've got to swallow that and learn from a loss. You know, I'm here to talk about losses. I'm here to say, look, I've been to the top and then had my whole legs cut off and fell to the bottom, and I'm building the back up. That's what the I'm doing. Become the storm. You're going to make your path and create the landscape that you want. You're going to take your to the next level. You're not going to take no for an answer. You're not going to make excuses. You're not going to procrastinate, waste time. You're going to challenge yourself and push yourself. You need to get coaching so you can be held accountable. You're going to put down your KPIs. You're going to put down your 30, 60, 90, 180 goals, and you're going to go crush it. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to get out of my show. If anything else, you need to get that out of my show. You need to be like, that makes sense. Ding, the bell went off. I got to go out there and do this. I don't care if you're a single mom or you're stuck in a dead-end job or you just opened a company and you're struggling or the company is flourishing and you're doing 40, 50 million a year. Any one of those, I'm talking to all of you. You're hitting bumps, do something about it. And if you're not hitting bumps, then start becoming the storm so you can build the landscape up, because bumps need to come, because after you go through battles, you get blessings. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. And sometimes a guy might outwork you and it isn't fair and he wins. And sometimes there's no justice to that. Winning requires all of you and then more, and it's the promises you nothing. It's a mastermind in your own mind. Fear and doubt in your own mind. It causes setback after setback. So question is about winning. Are you willing to sacrifice everything you've got for the unknown? Are you willing to take a chance and not have what you want? Are you willing to sit here and put in all the effort because you want to win so bad, and the results might not be where you want to, what you want them to be? In order to win, if that's what you want to do and that's what makes you happy, then you've got to figure out what the cost of that is and is it worth it? Maybe your job is, you're in sales and you want to win. Well, how the do you win? Well, you've got to study. I'm a big believer in any kind of sales, any kind of position. Life is like a golf course, right? We all have our own rough that we got to deal with, the out of bounds, the water, the sand bunker, all that shit. It's the same thing in sales. You can't make excuses that one guy's numbers are better than yours. Your score is your score. And the cost there of winning is that person that's winning, they're sacrificing more than you. They're putting in more effort, more time, more energy, studying more, doing the things they need to do to win. Sometimes when you win, you lose. Sometimes you sacrifice too much to win. Sometimes you think and you're chasing the wrong thing to win, and you lose something you really enjoyed and had. You know, we have to have more gratitude and be grateful for what we have and not worry and stress about what we don't have. Now, don't get that twisted with, I still want to win. I want to climb the mountaintop. I want to be at the top of the mountain. I want to raise my hand. I want to do all the things. And if you're listening to my show, you probably want to do all the things too. But you got to pick what you're going to sacrifice and what you're chasing to win. First of all, you have to ask yourself if you want to win it. Because if you don't want to win it, this show today is not for you. If you just like where you're at and you're not hungry, this show's not for you. You should probably turn the fucking show off. Listen to something else. Go listen to somebody that's going to tell you, hey, it's okay. Here's your participation trophy. Good job, Jimmy. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to tell you that, look, if you want to win, you got to listen to the show. You got to pay attention. You got to write down what the it is you want to win at. Everybody's life's different. Everybody's version of winning is completely different. What is winning to you? First of all, you got to ask that question. What is winning to me? What is it that I need to do to win? What looks like a win to me? What is it I'm winning at? Like, you start writing all this stuff down. Then you say, what is it going to cost me to win? What do I got to put in to win? What is my risk versus the reward? How do I get to the next level?